Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Hello, how are you all? Eid Mubarak. I hope and pray that all of you have had a wonderful, wonderful Eid and you are ready and rearing to go for the rest of the year, inshallah. I don't know who's beeping, but hopefully it's no one to do with me. Anyway, how are you all doing? I hope that you're well. This is the first time that I'm going live straight from YouTube, so I apologize if there's any differences in the stream, but inshallah it will be fine and you will all be fine. Now, I'm sure that you all tuned in not to hear about me and how Eid was, but to actually learn about how to earn an income from home. This is one of our frequently asked questions, and since I've done the course, so many people, mashallah, 22 ladies, mashallah, have so far started to earn an income from home, and they have their reviews, which I will be sharing with some of you. When you message me, inshallah, they've been sending in their reviews, they've been sending in how much they appreciate learning all of what I've been teaching them so far. And the fact that, alhamdulillah, some of them have done work experience, some of them have actually got paid work now, and they're all managing to move forward with their plans, alhamdulillah. One of them, I'll just share a couple of them because it's kind of nice to hear about what they're doing. So one of them right now is has gone from the UK to Pakistan to visit family, and she's been able to work there while she was in Pakistan. Isn't that awesome? Another one did a let's say continental move. What would you call it? A transcontinental move from one country right to from Sri Lanka to Saudi, mashallah, while she was working as a virtual assistant. Another one has started her own YouTube channel. There's so many stories, mashallah. A few of them have now started working with us in parenting and in love learning, alhamdulillah. So there's lots of opportunities for you. What has happened over the last few years is that this digital market has basically blown up. There's so many people who are online who are trying to they're either becoming coaches, or they've opened an online business, or they're trying to basically earn some kind of income by being content creators, right? So you as a virtual assistant will be there to help them to move forward. And one of the stories that I tell in one of the first sessions is that the people who actually help in these situations and help people build their empires are super obviously important. And the good thing about them is you're not risking anything, because you're going to get paid regardless of whether that person makes any money. So you're going to put all the work in, you're going to create the campaigns for them, put the content out for them, push the whatever it is that they're advertising, you're going to put all of that out for them, and you will get paid. If the coach doesn't earn any money, it doesn't matter, because you will get paid. That's one of the secrets of being a virtual assistant rather than the coach themselves, which obviously is a risk. However, the more money they make, the more money you make. So your job is to make them as much money as possible, so that you keep in your job and you keep an income and you get that regular income coming in. Now, a lot of people will start to will have children, or they'll be staying at home, and they'll be like, you know what, I'd love to go out to work, but I just got to look after my children. And and of course, as we're parenting with Allah by my side, and we're your parenting tribe, we completely understand that. We know that your children are your top priority, and that's why this is a really good income that you can earn on the side of having a family and having all of your responsibilities as you would do working as a mother, for example. I've just come from cooking the rice and chicken, and I'm coming in here now to do the live with you. I've just been on WhatsApp with a few ladies who were wondering about what all of this stuff is about, so I'm going to explain that to you right now. So going back to what the job actually entails, it's basically you sitting with a computer or an iPad. Some people have been working on iPads as well, and basically sitting with the computer, sitting with the iPad, creating content that someone could advertise their courses with or advertise their work with. So if they're a coach that does sort of one-to-one coaching sessions, or there might be a teacher like myself who does group sessions, there might be somebody else with a different type of service, like maybe they're a gardener that goes out and gardens and fixes people's gardens up, right? Okay, whoever the person is that you're working for, you would be responsible in creating their content that goes onto Instagram, onto their YouTube channels, onto their Facebook pages. You might have to manage those for them. You'll have to schedule the posts, and you'll have to make sure that all of the content goes on time and is there available whenever the coach or the boss needs it effectively. That would be your job. And because that's your job and you're scheduling the content, it means that you can do it at any time of the day or night. The person, as in myself, I have to be here at 5:30 or between 4, what do I normally come around, 4:30 to 5:30 p.m. my time. Every Thursday I'll be here live with you, talking to you and so on. So I have to be here at that particular time, which is kind of difficult sometimes as a mum. I'm sure you all know, like I just explained, I've just been cooking in there and I've just come out to do the live. However, you as a virtual assistant will be able to do your part of the work beforehand. So the email that you received today, to be honest with you, normally you would receive that email earlier in the daytime, and one of our virtual assistants, Ramesa, would write that for us. Unfortunately, she messaged me yesterday and I actually said to her, can we not do what we planned and we're going to do something completely different, because I've had so many questions, and I know that I want to start the course tomorrow, inshallah. So tomorrow will be our first session. So if you're ready and you want to jump in and you want to learn how to do all of this stuff, it does take time. You can learn it for free. Just go onto YouTube, type in how to become a virtual assistant or how to become a social media expert, any of those kind of words. Go onto YouTube. There's millions of videos. Just start watching them, start absorbing the content. Now, most of the people that have these courses want to actually teach you, they'd rather teach you, I would rather teach you in a very organized and systematic way. So therefore, you would then do a course with them. What I did was I did like a very easy 6-week process. You learn everything that you need to learn, and then you just literally will go off and start doing your virtual assistant work. And what happened was the virtual assistants that I trained the first couple of times, they were fine with that. They learned everything that they needed to learn. They did lots of practice with us. And then when it came to actually launching, they were like those little birds, at the edge of the nest. And I kind of had to give them a little bit of a push to get forward. So I realized that I needed an extra additional aspect in there. So I'm working with another coach, Coach Farida Umar, who some of you will know, who is going to give you that extra little push in the coaching aspect of it to actually launch your own self as your own business on top of helping all these other people, mashallah. So there's lots to learn. And like I said to you, it's something that does take a little bit of time, energy, and effort. And it's entirely up to you. If you want to spend the time, you can learn all of this for free. Just get onto YouTube, watch all the videos you can, learn about SEO, learn about content creation, learn about scheduling, and all the different apps that you want to use will be like Canva, Trello. You might want to learn about email system like ConvertKit or MailerLite or Kajabi. You'll need to learn about landing pages, creating the landing pages in all of the different apps that we use. Just go on there. You can go onto, for example, if it's ConvertKit, go onto the ConvertKit website, and they'll have some videos on how to use it and so on. You might be able to go onto YouTube and find videos that will help you to do that as well. So you can definitely do all of this by yourself. It's not like I'm not the only person that can teach you. However, what would be the difference with coming with me and doing it is that it will all be like fed to you. Like I'll be like, this is what you need to do, this is the next step, this is the next step, this is the next step. So it's all organized in a very orderly fashion, as teachers do. If you have any questions, I'm right there to answer your questions for you. I'll be doing the course live, so it'll be every Friday for 6 weeks. You'll join me live, we'll do the course, we'll meet each other for, I always say it's 90 minutes, but sometimes it goes on a little bit longer because we end up having a really good discussion, mashallah, talking to each other about it. So you'll actually create your community, you'll get to know the other virtual assistants as well on your course. And then what happens is, like what has happened with a group of them, they've actually got together and created their own sort of offshoot virtual assistant company, which I am actually employing right now. Some of them to do some work for us. So one of them is an expert on emails, one is an expert on websites, one is an expert on content, and they're basically working together. So you can do so many things with this. And I'm just literally here to help you, to just give you that initial kind of push, give you the initial information that you need to then work by yourself. Another one of the virtual assistants has actually got a journaling business that she designs journals and she sells journals. So we were actually helping her sort out her all of her social media as well, her content, helping her to sell things, helping sharing things with her. And she started on Etsy with that. Etsy. I always get Etsy and Shopify mixed up, but it's one of those two. So you can actually do all of this. If you want to join us, I have a 10% discount ready for you to go right now. In fact, I'll pop the link in the chat right now if you would like to sign up. Use the coupon code early, inshallah, and you will be able to join me tomorrow when we start this course, inshallah. We will be going through lots of different aspects, and one of the first things that we'll do is basically talk about what we want to get out of the course, okay, what you want to learn, what you want to do. For example, like I just said to you, one of the mums has managed to get to Pakistan this year. I actually did Umrah this year. Another couple of them are planning Umrah trips for the summertime. Like, whatever your goals are, you can start to achieve those goals when you start working. And most of us are kind of stuck in that kind of limbo land with, I would love to work, but I've got kids, I need to stay at home, and I would love to work, but I just don't have time to go out and work. I've got loads of stuff going on at home and there's not enough time, right? So this is like kind of a job that will encompass all of that. The work that you need to do, the work that you have to do, and it's something that you can do whilst you're doing everything else. So for example, if you've got like, let's say a dinner on Friday, right? You know that on Friday I'm going to have this big dinner. So during the week you plan, you're like, okay, I'm going to make dessert this day, I'm going to make, I'm going to marinate the meat the night before, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, and you kind of plan for the Friday, right? So this is exactly the same. Because you know what work you have to do, you'll plan your week in a way that you'll get more work done. And a lot of the time people say, well, I've got little kids and, I'm not sure if they'll be quiet if I'm on calls and things like that. Your job is brilliant because you actually don't have to be quiet on calls. Like my job right now as a coach, yes, I have to have a quiet place, which is why I'm outside. Everyone else is inside right now. It's boiling hot. It's not like super, super hot, and it will get hotter, but obviously it's nice and warm, alhamdulillah. But obviously I'm outside, they're all inside, and it's just a case of like managing your time. So you're going to have to maybe wake up a little bit earlier, you go to sleep a little bit later, or while they're napping you get to do your work. And there are some people that are kind of like, I've done my cooking, cleaning, washing, ironing for the day, but apart from the fact that I have to watch the kids and be at home with them, I am free to do something. And those are the people that we're looking for. So if you think that, you do have a little bit of extra time and you'd want to do something like this, then definitely get in touch with us and we will help you make those dreams come true, inshallah. I just wanted to come on and do this very quickly as a quick intro. If you are a coach and you're looking for virtual assistants, then definitely hit me up. I've got a whole group now, mashallah, 22 of them, like I said to you. They're available, actively looking for work. Some of them have found long-term jobs at the moment. Some of them have found short-term jobs. Some of them are still practicing, and this is what we want to do. So this extra part of the course that we've just added in is going to actually help mentor you into those to get those extra positions that you want, like the main ones that are like kind of full-time work. At the moment, most of what I teach you, you'll be able to do it part-time very easily, 10 hours a week, 12 hours a week, and it gives you that pocket money. And the other thing is actually I'm trying to think of the questions that people ask me. One of the main questions is, how much can I earn, right? I forgot to even mention that. So you can actually earn as much as you want, because I have charged people $1,000 for a landing page, right? Okay, so just doing that landing page with them, I was basically holding their hand, telling them what to do, step A, step B, step C, and so on. You can do that for about $1,000. You can get that for a landing page. You can do the same landing page for $200. It's entirely up to you. Sorry, it's actually something that is crazy about this online world is you can put the price that you feel that you're worth. So for example, if I'm going to do something for a couple of hours on a Saturday, I have to make sure those 2 hours are worth it, right? So if I get, let's say, £30 for those 2 hours, I'm like, yeah, I'm all right, I'm happy with that. But if I get less than that, I'm not happy with it, right? So you've got to decide how much your time is worth and how much you want to earn from that time, and that's how you decide your price. It's something amazing about this work, that you will always find people who are ready to pay whatever price you want. You do have to look for them, I'm not going to lie about that. Of course you do have to look for them, but you will find them. And there are people like myself, for example, who are just like too busy to do everything that they want to do. We're the creators, we've got all the ideas, we know what we want to do, we've got the courses that are ready to go. Like, I've created so many mashallah courses, including this one, that I would love to just be there and advertise and work with them and so on, but I just don't have the time. So having these virtual assistants, these amazing sisters that have become like real sisters to me, bless them, mashallah, has been fantastic. And what we want to do is share that with the world. We want to share that with you guys, inshallah. And if you're interested, you want to learn how to do it, just sign up. The link is there. Sign up, get started, and just start with me tomorrow, inshallah. And you'll see the difference that it makes. Like I said, it's 6 weeks of live lessons, and then after that, we'll be mentoring you for around 6 to 12 weeks until you start getting your own business. And then you'll see, once you've started, you'll be like, oh, this is really easy. Oh, I can do this now, and I can do that now, and I can do that now. Between myself and Frida, we've got, mashallah, we both started at the similar sort of time, around 3 years ago, and we actually met each other in a networking meeting. And this is how this online world works. Like, you just meet people from all over the world that you don't really know even existed beforehand, right? And mashallah, they become close friends. And this is the kind of thing that we want to share with all of you, inshallah. So you can absolutely do that. If you did want to learn how to do it, just click the link below, sign up, and I'll see you tomorrow, inshallah. If you have any questions, I will put my phone number right there for you. Just give me a second to write it in. And what you can do is send me a WhatsApp or a message, and just let me know what your questions are. I'll definitely answer them for you. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow, inshallah. Do comment below if you found this interesting. Press like, press subscribe. We are here every Thursday sharing amazing things about being a parent. And one of the things in the virtual assistant course, obviously, is how do I do all of this work while I'm a mum, while I'm doing my day-to-day jobs. And we'll be sharing that with you, because imagine if you figure out the way to earn £30-40 an hour. You could pay £30 to someone, and they could be there the entire day cleaning for you. Like, that's how amazing this job is. Okay, they're not going to be there the entire day, maybe half a day in the UK, but you can get that help, right? You can get someone to do all of your ironing for you because you've earned that money that you can spend on what you want to spend it on. You know, you don't have to keep asking your husband, oh, can we get an ironing lady, or can we get a cleaner, or what? You don't have to. You can actually go out and go, right, I'm gonna get a cleaner now because I've got this money that I can do whatever I want with. Yeah. Okay. If you see people going out and, you know, their kids are like wearing the latest designer things and you want to do that for your kids, but at the moment that's kind of stopping you, then this is the kind of thing that you do, right? We just hustle. Yeah. Just to finish off this Eid, subhanallah. I've been working actually in a temporary job at a school as a maternity cover, and there was an issue with the bank, so I actually didn't get the payment that I was supposed to get. And we had planned all this stuff for Eid, right? And I was like, oh my God, my payment hasn't come through. If I didn't have this online income, this extra way, we would have been like, what's going on? Because my husband's definitely not going to pay for the kids randomly to go on these luxury cruises and yachts and boats and stuff, right? This is the thing that my income should be paying for them. So this is the kind of thing that you can do when you've got these extra streams of income. And this is what we call, you will eventually find out about diversifying it and doing some things on this side and some things on another side and some things, and you will, it's addictive, right? You'll get into it and you'll be like, whoa, what did I do before this, right? You know, forget Netflix, forget just sitting there scrolling on Facebook. Use that time to earn yourself the income that you want, inshallah. Yes, it does cost money, of course it does, but what doesn't these days? And what are you going to get out of it? Like, once you spend that money, what are you going to get out of it? You're going to get so much more than, you know, a coffee, right? Like, you can spend crazy money on a coffee or a meal out, or you know, on a weekend, let's go out and have a meal, and you spend 100, 200 quid on that easily, right? And then what do you get out of it? Okay, yeah, you had nice food, right? You had nice company, you've got great memories. I agree with all of that. But at the end of the day, if you're doing something like this, you're investing in something else that's coming in the future. It's like when we pray, like, you know, in Islam, right? We know that we're praying and we're not really getting that reward right now. It's not tangible. You can't see it sometimes. You get it later on. It's like delayed gratification, I think they call it as well, right? Okay, and inshallah, you will get those rewards. It takes time. It's not something, you know, if you're imagining that you're going to do this course and like get rich after 5 minutes, that's not going to happen. Okay, this is a steady income, reliable. It's going to be, you know, over time. You're going to build this up, and inshallah, in a year or so, you'll see the benefits of it. You won't see it straight away. I'm not going to promise anything ridiculous like that. It does take time. It took me 3 years to get to where I am, and inshallah, we're growing, we're moving on, we're moving forward, and inshallah, the same will happen with you. It's with everything, you have to put in that time, energy, and effort, right? I'm sure you all understand that. You have to put that in. So it's up to you if you want to spend money and get it quicker, or do you want to spend the time and get it slower? Whatever happens, you're going to have to spend time, energy, and effort to get there, inshallah. I love the fact that there's 4 or 5 of you watching and I've got 4 likes. Can we get 5 likes? I love to see all of you. Jazakallah khair for joining me. No one has said hello to me in the chat. Is it because I didn't tell you to say hello to me? Please do say hello. Let me know where you were listening from and whether you liked. Thank you. Got 5 likes. And thank you so much for watching, inshallah. I'm going to share this now with everyone that has been asking me on WhatsApp, because I've just been getting a few messages on WhatsApp to let you all know that I'm here, I'm available if there's any questions. Take care. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Wa alaikum salam, Abeda. Thank you so much for joining me, and R. Patel from London and Saudi. That is so awesome. Thank you so much for coming in. Please do ask me any questions if you have. I'm about to leave now because it's almost Maghrib time, and some of us are fasting today, so I'll let you go. But please do write in the comments if there's any questions, or I'll come back. Alhamdulillah, yeah, the rain, alhamdulillah, the rain wasn't too bad here. in Qatar. I think it was worse in Saudi and UAE. No, in Bahrain it was the worst, I think, or Oman. Was it Oman? Somewhere down there. But alhamdulillah, it wasn't too bad for us. Inshallah, just make dua for everybody in all of these trials and tribulations that we're all going through. Make it easy for everyone, inshallah. We'll be back next week, inshallah, for more. Yeah, it was way worse in UAE, wasn't it? Yeah, I was trying to think where it was. I'm trying to think where all the pictures and images were coming from. Inshallah, we will see you next week in for Parenting with Allah by my side. We will see you hopefully with Coach Iram, inshallah. Sabrina's art, amazing. So we've got USA, London, Saudi, and Qatar, mashallah. It's amazing to see all of you. Please do message me, let me know. And if Sabrina, you've got an art studio, you're selling your artwork, I can teach you how to do that really, really well, inshallah. Take care. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.